This Could Get Dicey is a Dungeons & Dragons podcast, so things can sometimes get a little, well, you know. Content warnings can be found in the episode description.
Hello, and welcome to This Could Get Dicey, a D&D podcast where a group of buds get to unwind from their 9-to-5s and step into the world of Drew Gala. My name is Destiny Nieto, I play Lü'mis Bjorn, and before things get a little too dicey, I just like to say it's a beautiful day to get something new at a place where you typically always get one of two things.
Oh, very specific this time around.
I want to guess that you got a different taco at Torchy's Tacos.
That is factual that I had that, but that wasn't actually... It's a beautiful day to do it twice in 1 week.
Do it twice.
All right.
Is it food related?
It is food related. I was very brave and went a different menu item on 2 different restaurants that I frequent but always get the same thing at.
Oh, cool.
Was it seafood?
Was it fly right?
It was not seafood. I could guarantee it's not seafood.
It wasn't seafood, but I was forced to have seafood like a couple weekends ago because we were at an event and that was the only thing they had, and it was either that or starve.
Well, what did you eat at the event?
Oh, it was tilapia, I think, over a bed
very
of rice.
Palatable fish.
Yeah, it was a very palatable fish. I was also very hungry. But back to my beautiful thing.
Fish, not beautiful.
Fish, no, gross, icky.
So not brave enough for fish, but still brave.
Was it something different at Kebababab's?
No.
Okay.
I'm out. I'm drawing a blank.
Me too. Give it to me.
I had a gyro at a little deli.
The gyro at
wow,
Little Deli
okay.
is quite yummy.
Damn.
It was so good. I wasn't nervous that it was going to be bad, but
Sure.
usually I just either get pizza or a chicken salad sandwich.
Yeah.
So this was very different.
You wouldn't think about gyros at Little Deli.
No, you wouldn't. But they
they're,
done did
they're
it.
really good. Their flatbread is good.
This is because we had that conversation recently about the Greek place that shut down, isn't it?
I think that was what it was.
Yeah.
What Greek place shut down?
That one that
Miltos.
was on Miltos, yeah.
Yeah.
Miltos?
That shut down like
Rip.
Years ago.
Years, a long time
now.
ago.
Yeah.
Was very
But I think,
good.
I think about
Great.
it.
R.I.P. Miltos. If you're out there, owners of Miltos, if you listen to our podcast, bring Miltos back.
Bring it back.
This Could Get Dicey, sponsored by Miltos.
Becky and I separately but together had our graduation lunches dinner at Miltos.
That's funny.
Rip. Good job trying something new.
Thanks.
It's always fun to try.
Yeah.
It's always the worst when you be brave and you try something new and you're just like, shit.
That was
Exactly.
bad.
Hello, my name is Alex Villarreal. I play Ellis Vendove, and it's a beautiful day to clean/organize a room in your house.
Love doing that.
Did you throw away a lot of stuff? Or donate?
I did throw away. I did donate more than I threw away.
Good.
Good.
And I donated to Austin Pets Alive.
Excellent.
But yeah, this room in which I record in is like our office, but it got crazy in here for a hot second. It was like we had already had a donation pile kind of starting, and then that was already a pile of stuff on the floor, which just led to we might as well just have another fucking pile of other shit on the floor. And we tidied it up. We moved the futon around. We got everything has a place now. It's it feels very organized and clean, and I really like it. This is my first time recording in my new space.
upgraded.
I need to do that. One whole room of my house is just like a storage closet right now. The leather room. It's just like I don't know where to put this.
The leather room.
That's what everybody says.
There's also jugs of chemicals in there.
Ooh.
Ooh, sexy. No, yeah. I mean, it is really like it's crazy how much it might not be for other people, but like over the years, like a mess, like I don't really realize how much anxiety it like brings me, and how I just like keep putting it off, and then it's similar to doing my taxes. Sign up for Patreon.
Whoa, wait.
Yeah, let's go.
But you know, like you just keep putting it off, and then it's really a simple task. Once you like pick the thing up and put it back where it goes, it feels good.
It does.
Hello, I'm Kenny Chilton, and I play Emil Mazak, and it's a beautiful day to be so associated with D&D that someone teaches you how to play, or asks you to teach them how to play, rather.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Like a complete stranger?
No. A friend, a close friend, and friend of the pod texted me, asked me if I would teach them how to be a GM specifically. So that's, I know. It's
How
like,
fun.
What an honor.
They posed it as if it was going to be like an imposition or something. Like, I was like, oh my God, yes. Like, what an opportunity I have. I have this egg to hatch into the world.
You know, you get to sit on top of this person
Or
until
crack
they're
that
ready to
bitch
come
open
out.
and scramble it up.
Yeah.
I picture an 80s style montage of you like pointing to like pie charts and then being like,
Can you make content of this?
Oh yeah, maybe I should. If they're
Maybe
up
you
for it.
should help me on the TikTok and help Destiny on the Instagram.
I'm all over the threads, y'all. If you follow us on threads,
true.
that's where I'm at. It's quite a community over there.
Yeah, here's how it works, everybody. If you want to talk to Destiny, go to Instagram. If you want to talk to me, go to TikTok. If you want to talk to Kenny, go to Threads. If you want to talk to Alex,
Get fucked.
don't.
Yeah.
please don't. But no, that's really beautiful. Especially trying to like it's really. I think it's like the common like trope in D&D that like nobody wants to be the like the DM, the GM. So to see somebody like want to step up to the plate, you know?
Yeah.
It's
I've
honorable.
never understood that because it's like I like playing D&D, and if I'm the GM, I get to play the most D&D.
You get to play
of
the
anyone.
most.
It gives me anxiety.
Fair. It's what I have to tell myself whenever I'm like stressed out, like planning for our home game. Be like, well, and I'm just like, oh yeah, I just get to play D&D the whole time. Like at the end of the day, you just get to play.
Other group that I've been DMing has been so much fun. We're very like chatty group, just like we probably play for 30 minutes, catch up for 10 minutes, play for 30. You know, it's very like relaxed, but it's been like the most fun I've had GMing because I'm doing the same campaign a second time, so like I have all the beats laid out and like I know where the end game is and stuff, but like the journey along the way, I'm just like, sure, whatever you guys want to do, if you want to, that sounds great, sure, let's try that, whatever. It's just very like, and they're down for it too, so it's all about finding a good table for you, you know.
Exactly.
Anyway, I'm excited to help this person learn. They're going to start with a one shot, and then
Beautiful.
we'll see.
Nice.
See where it goes.
Maybe they can be a guest once they feel comfortable.
Would love that.
Kenny just pulled out this glass of wine. I have to mention it. It seems very large.
It's been a really long week, everyone.
I hope the glass gets bigger and bigger as the night goes on.
Yeah.
Look,
It's just gonna get-
I have big hands, and this thing is bigger than my hands.
Yeah, it's a big wine glass. Anyways,
It's a really nice Chianti, if anyone wants to know.
Oh.
you eating some fava beans too?
No.
Hello, everyone. My name is Becky Schmader. I'm the game master for This Could Get Dicey, and it's a beautiful day to have cereal for dinner.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Have you been watching Bluey?
No.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
We gotta guess with Frosted Flakes.
I think it's. I was gonna guess Frosted Flakes because that's your cereal.
Same.
Okay, it wasn't Frosted Flakes.
Was
Raisin
Captain
Bran.
Crunch?
Raisin Bran.
Not Raisin Bran. What'd you say, Alex?
Shit.
Captain Crunch?
No.
Honeycombs.
No.
Golden Grams.
Okay.
Pops.
No.
Fruit Loops.
No. These are good guesses.
Cookie Crisp.
My daughter calls Fruit Loops beautiful Cheerios.
Oh, did you know that there's like fruit Cheerios now?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that so much.
It was corn checks with bananas.
Oh,
And then
I
sugar
love a
and then
corn
sugar
check.
drizzled
Corn
on top
checks.
of it.
Mhm.
So basically
mean-
Frosted Flakes.
I was gonna say you made Frosted Flakes.
But get this, I also have a box of Frosted Flakes.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
There is something like when I was a kid and I would put like a spoonful of sugar over top like my like plain ass Rice Krispies or corn checks, and then like I would mix it up. But then like a good healthy little nibble of sugar is like left at the bottom of the milk.
That
when
sugar
you're done.
sludge. That sugar sludge at the
And
bottom.
I was just
You
like,
eat it with a spoon.
"What's
It's great.
up, baddie? It's just you and me this morning."
But my favorite part of doing it is when the banana gets like crusted in a nice layer of sugar.
Hey,
It's,
that
it's
sounds
like you
good.
cold caramelize it.
Yeah, it's cold caramel. Because you have to put the milk on first so that way the sugar sticks to everything. And then, yeah, you cold caramelize it.
It's
Wow.
great. I haven't had a bowl of cereal in a minute. I really can't keep cereal in the house. Because if I wake up on a Saturday morning, I'm just like, oh, time to eat a bowl of... I eat the whole box. I'll eat a whole box of cereal.
What's wrong
I'll
with
just
that?
Yeah.
crush
What's
it.
wrong with that?
I feel like it's just like a lot of empty. A lot of empty.
It sounds like a good time.
Some
It is.
cereal
It's a
good.
great
Some
time.
cereal good for you.
I don't buy good for you cereals.
All cereal has some nutritional value.
Some. Yes.
Some.
They say it on the box. All of them do.
Yeah, all
They're
of them
like,
say
"Please."
there's a little bit of goodness in here.
It's better than... It's like cereal. Better than a fucking Pop-Tart.
And they're right. All right, y'all ready to play some Dungeons and Dragons?
Let's hop back in. We're some good mood
Clink.
food.
Clink. This is my wine glass on the microphone. Clink.
What? There's a bug.
This bug is ready to play.
It's a mosquito that's been bothering me all afternoon. Last we left off, our adventurers were quite separated. Emil and Ellis dealt with the aftermath of their actions in the woods and realized that they had quite a bit to air out to each other. Emil, close to death and having witnessed Atorem, was perhaps shifting in his beliefs. Ellis, frustrated and angered, was annoyed that the group's lack of trust and communication had ended them up here. They spoke of being selfish, powerful, weak, what's next for them, and unease with Lü'mis. And Lü'mis, meanwhile, was across the world on a different continent. Lü'mis is on the continent of Aegea, near the town of Mooncrest at the monastery that he left a few months ago with his coffin still there. Arisen from his coffin, he went to speak to Brother Mateo, where we saw a different side of Lü'mis, one filled with a lack of confidence and filled with worry. We ended with Lü'mis reaching out on the Sending Stone. We now begin our story again back in the woods outside of Mistfall. Emil, Ellis, and Helena make their way towards the Court of Outlaws, two bodies being carried on the back of the horses that they stole from town, the bodies of Raya and Natasha Vellamwood. So, as you all kind of make, it's about an hour trek from the outskirts of Mistfall to the Court of Outlaws. Do y'all do anything else? It is convenient. Yes, thank you, Destiny, for noticing.
It's a good storytelling. Do we do anything? No, I think Emil's very quiet and awkward during this whole walk.
I would say Ellis is also quiet, not awkward, but is like leading the group, like keeping a distance, just like is talked out, is exhausted, 2 levels of exhaustion, still has 9 hit points, is tapped out, and it's just like I'm not going to stop moving until I get to the Court of Outlaws.
All right. You all walk for about 45 minutes or so when you hear a staticky sound coming from your sending stone, followed by Lü'mis's voice saying, "I'm not dead."
I stop in my tracks when that happens. I turn around and like look Emil in the eyes, probably for the first time like on this walk, and very smugly say to him, "You gonna answer?"
No, you go ahead.
Figured. I put my hand to my sitting stone, and I go, "Lü'mis! Oh my God! Holy shit! What? Are you? You're not dead. That's great news."
I like, as if like I'm covering the phone to Brother Mateo. They answered.
That's very good. Don't you want to respond to your friends?
Yeah, I'm here.
Where
is here? What does that mean?
Do you think people can tap into this line?
If they can, I have no idea at all.
If they can, let them know that they don't have shit on us. We killed 2 of their best. So,
if the CIA is listening, fuck you, pigs.
I told you before where my coffin was. I'm in Mooncrest.
Fuck.
Mooncrest.
But you're like, you're not. You're like, you're alive. You're not mist. You're not a ghost. You're full Lü'mis.
Yeah, I mean I'm hurt still, but I'm present.
And you're safe?
Probably the safest I've been in months. As I'm saying that, like I take it out and cover. They seem concerned.
Oh, that's really good, Lü'mis. They're worried about your safety and your well-being.
Yeah, I mean, that's what they're saying. They could just be lying.
Just moments ago, we had the conversation where you have to take people at face value, right?
Right.
Let's practice that right now, shall we?
Do you have a way to get to us, or I don't know what it's like getting to Mooncrest, or I don't know how we're going to get reconnected.
I can ask. There might be some teleportation circles. I mean, you have the teleporter box. I don't think it makes sense for y'all to come here, but it is safe.
I mean, how else are we gonna? It seems like we gotta go. Seems like we gotta go pick you up, dude.
Yeah. It's risky. We don't know where we'll end up. You know how far we ended up from Ursa Anor when we tried to go there. We got lucky on the way back to Mistfall. I mean, we're I think before we try and do anything, we're gonna need a rest. On this end, it's rough. It's really rough. We're pretty beat up.
Yeah, Emil died. And Helena brought him back to life.
I'm glad she was there. I'm glad she was of help.
Yeah,
I
me
have
too.
a divine diamond inside of me now. I think something along those lines. Helena, does that sound right?
I suppose we could call it that. Sure. Is so Lü'mis is okay?
Yes. Helena says hi.
I do. I say hi. Tell Lü'mis I say hi.
She says hi.
Okay.
That's okay.
I turn back. No, I turn back to Helena and I'm like, he says hi back.
Incredible news. He must be feeling so much better. Wow. And you see her just take the 2 reins of the horses and like walk a little like prouder and a little faster through the woods.
Yeah, like Emil said, we're pretty fucked up. But we're heading to the Court of Outlaws now to kind of rest and regroup. Raya and Natasha are like super dead, mad dead. So we don't have to worry about them anymore. And then from there, we're gonna try to figure out, I guess, like the clearest through line to Mooncrest. It would help if we had like a thing, right? Like if like.
Lü'mis, can you tell us anything about where you are? What's it like there? What does it look like? What's the vibe? That might help us.
Becky, do you want to describe it?
Sure. You describe to them the snowy peaks of Mooncrest. Mooncrest is a very snowy mountainous region of northern Aegea. There's lots of pine trees, and and it's like perpetually snowy, much like Ursa Nor. But you are kind of nestled within the Rocky Mountains that look over Mooncrest in a monastery made out of like stone and stone monastery built into the side of a mountain in the snowy mountains of Mooncrest.
Yeah, so that's the best I can describe it.
Sweet, awesome, very unique.
What? Hey,
why? You guys
there?
describe a town in a mountain.
That was me being mean to Lü'mis. That wasn't me being mean to Becky.
Lü'mis, I mean, a cold, stony exterior sounds like you, but is there something special about this place? Why are you there now?
I literally said that's where my coffin is.
How did your
That's
coffin
right.
end up there, though?
I trained here as a monk. It's a monastery.
So there's other monks, and it's safe for us to come?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you not believe me?
It's just been a weird night. I want to make sure that we're all okay.
Do you want me to give the sending stone to someone else?
No, I don't want to talk to anyone else. No, well, I think after a rest, we should just try and go there, right? I look at Ellis.
Yeah, yeah, I mean, that's, I am not about to go to Theron Hill or any other fucking city. We need the four of us together. If Lü'mis can't get back here, we gotta go get Lü'mis.
Okay, well, Lü'mis, you should try and get some rest as well. You said it's snowy there. Are there plants for you to eat?
Yeah, I have my own garden here.
That sounds really nice.
Oh.
Thanks.
Well, I'm glad hey, super glad you're not dead. Really, really, really happy to hear that.
Thank you. I appreciate you saying that.
Okay.
Brother Mateo's like thumbs up, clapping, like the background.
I think Ellis is a little dumbfounded. Like, you're quite welcome. All right. Well, I mean, I guess this line is open. So if you like want to chat, holler. But
same to you.
For sure. We might come up.
Emil is looking at Alice like, this is not what this is a trap.
I look at Emil with like a face like, oh my god, is Emil right? Yeah. So yeah, we should. If you're safe, that's great. We're gonna go to the Court of Outlaws, and if that place isn't fucking safe, then fucking just kill me now. We need to rest. That's what we need. We need rest. And then we will. Shit. I guess we're gonna go to a different continent tomorrow.
Yeah, just I guess keep me posted. I'll be here. I'll see if there's a way if it makes more sense for me to meet y'all at the court.
Hey, yeah, that's a good. Yeah. That's our homework. We'll see if we can find any straight through line to Mooncrest, and you see if there's any way for you to get back. Over and out.
Over and out.
Bye, Lü'mis.
Bye.
I turn off the sending stone and I look at Emil and I'm like, don't look at me like that. Don't look at me like that.
Just weird. It's just weird.
Hey, you and me just had a pretty, Revelation-esque little 30 minutes, 45 minutes ago. Who knows? Maybe Lü'mis is who knows? Maybe the near-death experience woke up a kind streak in him.
I hope you are right.
Do you?
I kind of thought the scene would end right there.
I mean, it can.
I say do you, and turn around and strut.
You all keep walking through.
Yes.
Oh.
Wait, where did everybody go?
Emil's just sitting, drinking his glass of Chianti. And then he's like, yeah, I do agree. And Helena and Ellis are just gone. Okay. You all keep walking through the woods for about 15 more minutes or so. When you get to like the familiar little hill and the creek that runs down from the cave opening to the Court of Outlaws. Outside of it, kind of standing guard, is a olive green tiefling with short horns, black hair, and a black tattoo that circles around her throat. It's like some vines that circle around her throat. She calls out to the three of you all. I heard shouting in the forest. Was that you all?
Yeah, that was us. We just got our asses kicked, but I kind of point to the two dead bodies. I was like, but we got them.
All right. Well, Elizabeth's, been alerted that there's some stuff going out here in the woods. So, y'all all right? Come on in.
Thank you. Appreciate it. What's your name?
Oh, I'm Eliana. I'm also part of the inner circle. We haven't had the time to meet each other. I've been, out scouting for the last few weeks or so, but pleasure to meet the two of you.
Pleasure to meet you.
It's nice to meet you, Eliana. Emil Mazak.
Ellis Vendove, and this is our friend Helena, champion of Syloria.
Excellent. Well, yeah, come on in. Let's get you all safe and some food, and it is also like 5 o'clock in the morning.
Do y'all have beer, right?
Absolutely. Oh, they've for sure started busting it open 24 hours a day.
I need a beer. And I enter into the Court of Outlaws.
You all, with the horses as well, all make your way inside the hideout. Inside, there are a few people kind of starting some morning activities and setting up the cantina for breakfast. There's also a few late-night stragglers sort of playing some cards and drinking. And then waiting for you all, also within that first sort of seating area, is Elizabeth. She does appear to have a face of great concern on her. And you can also kind of see that she's calculating that Lü'mis is not with you all. What happened? Where is Lü'mis?
Mooncrest. Safe.
Mooncrest. That's a quite the distance from here.
Quite.
Yeah. You know his affliction, his status.
Right.
Yeah. It didn't go well in the woods just now with some of the enemies we told you about.
Well, you two are safe though. You're doing all right.
Yeah, we're safe for now. We were sorry, not we. Emil and Lü'mis were ambushed by Raya and Natasha. Helena and I were able to make our way there in time, and not in time. Lü'mis died. Well, I guess not died. Teleported across the country. Vacation style, and Emil grew a bunch of thorns and stabbed Raya until Raya wasn't alive anymore, and I blew off Natasha's face with my magical beams, and we are exhausted.
I died. I also did die.
Oh, well, it sounds like you all have had quite the morning then. I guess apologies that we didn't make it out into the woods and come to any sort of aid.
Why are you apologizing? So you didn't anticipate an assassination attempt. That's okay.
Well, all right then. Well, let's get you all situated with some beds and some ale this morning.
Yes, please. Helena, do you like beer?
It has been quite some time since I've had some ale, but I think tonight would, or this morning shall be most befitting for such a drink.
Lightweight alert. She probably has low body fat percentage too, so she's a lightweight.
I look at Emil. I'm just like, what a fucking crazy thing to say right now.
I'm so exhausted. I was just face to face with the god of destruction, so I don't know.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what I'm saying.
Yeah, Emil saw the big bad god. He lives in the middle of the earth, and it's man, a lot has happened since we last saw each other.
That's quite a lot. Why don't you all, let's get you some beds, and you all can rest when you're ready to do so.
Are there other members of the inner circle here right now besides you and Eliana?
No, not at the moment. Many of them are out still on sort of reconnaissance missions and such.
I know this isn't really the time for it, but did Eliana find anything interesting? Is Eliana still with us?
Yeah, she's in like the general area. Yeah, I had gone out to Thornhill to do a little light scouting ahead of all of this. I heard you all might be heading that way, at least somewhat soon. It looks like they're preparing a group to leave Thornhill soon to meet with the Ursa Nor group, in the middle between the two towns. So that's what I saw.
If Elizabeth, if you wouldn't mind assisting us, we can fucking do whatever with these bodies. I don't give a shit with them, but we do want to search them just to see if there's anything useful on them. If I know for me personally, I'm quite exhausted. I would love a second pair of eyes, a third or fourth pair of eyes.
If there's one thing that we're good at here, it's rifling through dead bodies. If I may be so bold to say.
Perfect.
Yeah, the group of you kind of throw these bodies on the ground and start rifling through them. Go ahead and roll some investigation checks.
Am I exhausted because I died or no?
No.
That's not a thing, right?
No, I don't think that's a thing.
Sick.
But you still are
Absolutely.
exhausted, Ellis.
I am rolling with disadvantage. Before we start looking, I look at Emil. I'm like, do a good job, asshole. And I cast Bardic Inspiration on you.
The D8?
Yes.
I am also good at looking for material goods, so fantastic.
I rolled a 13 with disadvantage.
13, okay. Emil.
I rolled a 31.
Oh, shit.
My God.
Great job.
You just shove everyone out of the way. You're like, mine.
I rolled an 8 on the Bardic Inspiration dice.
All right. Yeah, collectively, the group of you find a couple things. So on Raya's body, you find the amulet of Atorem. It is a singular golden rod that's tapered slightly on either end. It's about 3 inches in length and about 1/4 inch thick. I don't know why I thought that was important to write down, but I sure did write that down. But it's like just a golden rod on like a chain. With that high investigation, you know that this is a warlock patron amulet, probably, and it's the symbol of Atorem. You also find a short sword, a +1 short sword. This is one of Raya's short swords. It has ended many lives. The blade is silver with a singular golden line running down the center of the sword. The handle is wrapped in a bloody brown leather. Does anybody use a short sword, though?
I can.
Nope.
I don't have one.
I do not.
You can have this one. It does 2...
Yeah, I hold the sword up and I say, this one has been inside me too many times. Would you like it, Ellis?
That's the worst
or
way
Helena?
you can phrase that.
As you say that, I look at you dead in the eye. I go, perfect. And I take the sword.
I've had this one, and would you like to have it? I don't want to touch it anymore.
It's a special +1 short sword. It does 2d6 +1 damage.
Oh, dang.
You also find what would have been her other blade, but it seems to be like completely like turned to stone or like calcified and like rusted over. You assume this would be an unusable packed weapon from her her patron. You also find a brown sending stone and 100 gold pieces.
Ooh.
Emil just eats it. He just puts the gold in his mouth.
Immortality!
I literally have a sad face in my gold spot on my character sheet because I have no money.
Now you have that. And then on Natasha's body, you find a notebook, and inside the notebook is a pressed dried red lily. I have more notes on the notebook, so if you have questions about the notebook, we'll get to that. You also find 227 gold pieces on her, as well as another brown sending stone. And that is all that you all find across all these two bodies.
You can keep all the money, Emil.
Well, I was gonna split it with you.
I have more than that combined, and you seem to every time you open your pockets, another fly comes out of it, and you frown. So go ahead and just take it.
I have a hard time holding on. Yeah, I have a hard time holding on to money. It's true. Hey. I don't know how disguise magic works. I have this mask I can use, but you're like good at disguises. Can you disguise your voice? Should we try and talk to someone on these stones?
Yeah. Sure. Why the hell not? My gut tells me that they were just used to talk to each other, but we could see if there's anybody on the other line.
You never know.
At
the very least, we could antagonize someone.
That'd be funny.
Which would
that'd be
really
very
good.
Funny. Here, you put one in your ear. I'll put the other one in my ear. Trying to do my best Raya impersonation. I will say, "Hello, if you are there, the targets have been taken out."
Does this camouflage your voice at all, or do you have to do like a performance?
Oh, I'm just trying to do a performance check.
Oh, okay. Yeah, roll a performance check.
I have one more luck point for the.
But you do have disadvantage too, right?
Mm-hmm. Those are 2 8s. I will use a luck point.
Okay.
And that was okay. So it'll be an 8 plus 6, 14.
Yeah, both of you, or Emil, you hear Ellis's impersonation of Raya like come through the line, and you all like wait a moment, and you hear another voice come through the line, a male voice, very groggy. It's early wherever this stone is. Hello, is that Raya?
I look at Emil like,
do we recognize the
do we recognize
like a
the
prank
voice
call?
Roll a perception or investigation.
Okay.
Oh, 2 6s. That'll be a 13 for Ellis.
I have a 17 perception.
Emil, you would recognize this voice. This is Granick Valum's voice.
Okay. I will like take the sending stone out and say, "It's Granick." Put it.
Hello, Granick. Yes, this is Raya. The vampire is dead, and the merchant is dead as well, and the other one ran off running into the woods. Where would you like to meet up next?
Roll a deception check.
I thought you were gonna go a different route, like, and the super hot one.
I was going to. I was about to, but I really want to win. With disadvantage, one was a natural 20. The other one was a 5, so a 21.
What's the fucking point? Ryan, it's very early in the morning. You sound different. That's good to know that you got the targets, I guess. Just meet us at the base,
I smile at Emil, and I go, "Great, we will see you there. Go back to sleep. Some of us are getting work done." And I turn off the sitting stone.
Oh.
And I take it out, and I go, try to sow a little discord. There's already discord between you and me. We might as well do it to them too, huh?
Well done. Well done.
Cool. Well, hey, we have a little, and like you said,
Let's just, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hold on to this one.
I'm not gonna poke this bear, but dude, how fucking funny would it be if we, like, once we feel a bit more confident and not so tired, we just like start fucking with Granick real hard, like prank calling him, like, it's Atorem. Take off your pants.
We've been trying to reach you about your extended warranty.
Cool. Well, hey, this is pretty fruitful. Lü'mis is not dead. You're not dead. I got a cool new sword. You got some money. I don't feel like reading a book tonight. Let's go over the book in the morning. Can we agree on that?
Yeah, you hold on to it, actually.
I'll take it. I pocket the notebook. And go to bed. Well, I stand up and be like, y'all, I'm wired. I'm exhausted. I need to go to sleep.
Same.
The two of you go to bed, and we'll take this moment to cut over to Lü'mis to see what's been happening over there.
Thank you so much for joining us for our podcast, This Could Get Dicey, episode 64. I love saying the number. Every time we say it, it goes up by one. Number get bigger, I get happy. Thank you to our patrons. Thank you so much for supporting us. If you feel like supporting us, you can go over to patreon.com/TCGDpod. We've got a couple different tiers. We even got a free tier, which is pretty neat. We do this new thing now called This Did Get Dicey. You can check it out on that free tier. It's just like a 5-10 minute cooldown where we discuss the episode that we just recorded. Come get more of us, come get more content. Also share the podcast, tell a friend. Word of mouth is extremely helpful. It's one of the best ways for a podcast to grow. You can also visit us at all of our sites. We have a website. Ooh, very formal. www.tcgdpod.com. Lore dumps, all sorts of different info. Come read some episode recaps in case you want to catch up. You can also visit us on Instagram, TikTok, and Threads at TCGDpod. Man, y'all, once again, I say it all the time. I'm going to keep saying it until I'm dead. This means the world that you're here. I'm going to quit yapping and let y'all get back to this episode.
We return to you, Lü'mis, mere moments after your sending stone conversation with Ellis and Emil. You are still sitting in the office with Brother Mateo. What is it that you do?
I guess, I hang up, keep the sending stone still in my ear, and ask Brother Mateo, do you think that went okay?
Lü'mis, I only heard your part of the conversation, so it's a little hard to tell, but what all happened?
I mean, they're all alive, which is good.
Good, okay.
They're in, I would presume, the safest place they can be in the area that they're at.
Okay.
I think now I just have to figure out if it makes more sense for them to come here or figure out a way for me to get back there.
Well, I'll be honest, the monks are not very well versed in teleportation magic. I think your best bet if you wanted any sort of teleportation magic is you'd have to go all the way down to Addersfield, where there's a Freddy's place for arcane wonders there. That's where the first draconic sorcerer started the academy, as you remember.
Yeah, that's how I got to the first place we were in this podcast, because I didn't take a boat.
Right, yes, so you went down to Freddy's place.
Freddy's place.
You can thank Alex for that one, because that was part of our one-shot when we first built out Drugal.
Really?
You called the place that, because at the origins of Drugal, we did a little one-shot in which 4 of our friends became the first draconic sorcerers of Igea, And Alex was like, I'm going to go marry a dwarven woman and we're going to have 25 kids and I'm going to open a place called Freddy's Place for Arcane Wonders. And it became like the first magic academy on IGEA.
Damn.
Sick.
You know, that means a lot.
There's some even goofier stuff from that might surface one day. But yes, there's that. But Addersfield is at least a couple of weeks, 2 weeks walking from here. Or you could get on a boat, but that would also probably... Okay. So that's it. That is the end of the list. No quick exits from here.
Are there time zones in this world, Becky? It's all 5 a.m.?
There's some time zones. There's some... You don't want time zones?
Kenny's pissed.
Kenny just said, fuck.
I love a noon, sun high, 5 a.m.
No, I can't picture that. So no, it's like, yeah,
Wait, is this world round?
Yes.
Boo.
Actually, let's get real. It's a triangle. It's actually when the bottom's a circle, but it's a
cone.
A cone. That is what that's called.
It's canonical.
Thank you. Imagine how fucked up that'd be if I was like, actually, this whole time, all planets are conical.
Actually, you and Ice Queen.
You and a big Ice Queen.
When I was face to face with Atorem, I was at the bottom part of the drumstick where like all the chocolate is. That's inside the cone.
Yeah.
Oh man, fuck. Is he the bad guy? Is he really a bad guy if that's where he lives?
Or what if it's
my perspective has changed.
Bunch of ice cream cones put together, and it's a super chocolate core.
Okay.
Miss, stop it, Miss. You're making me hungry.
I'm glad we could have a nice lighthearted episode after the last episode, everybody.
This is Chianti.
Surprise, we're all drinking Chianti. So Lü'mis, it sounds like the option then is for your friends to come here.
I mean, to me, that makes the most sense. I feel like this is the safest place for us currently.
Sure.
With everything that's going on, it's a pretty fortified place. I feel confident in everyone here. Not that I think anything's bad's gonna happen here yet.
That's good. Yes. I mean, there's plenty of monks here for us to protect each other and all of that. So, okay, your friends will come here. Do you have how will they be getting here? I guess
they have this teleportation box machine that sometimes works.
Hey, sounds like that's not really our problem, is it? Right?
I mean, it is my problem.
It's your problem. Sounds like that's not my problem, actually. So if they get here, they get here. If they don't, then we just hang out for longer, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. Now it sounds like you don't like me. I thought we had a good rapport going, Lü'mis, but that's fine.
I mean, we do, but no offense, there's bigger fish to fry right now.
Right, yes, you did explain all of that. Okay, well, if it's teleportation magic of some sort, do you think they have any sort of thing of yours that could help get them to you?
That's a great question. Yes, they do. I forcefully had to give up my locket at the place where they're at right now.
Okay.
So if they can get that, I guess.
If they could get the locket, then that's a direct line right to you. That's one of your prized possession, yes.
Yes. They also might have a thing I ordered.
Well, that would I guess that one's different, but it still has some sort of connection to you, sure.
Yeah, I mean, if there's like a receipt attached to it, my handwriting would have been on what I ordered.
Right, okay. Yes, the logistics of this ordering system seems to be getting more and more complicated the more I think about it. Anyways, so there's options for them. If they could get, one of those 2 items or whatever, then perhaps that would aid them. So, we could pass that along, or you could pass that along to them, perhaps.
I mean, maybe it might be a good idea for you to maybe, like, speak to them as well.
Oh, sure, if you would like. Yeah, I could do that. Do you want right now?
No, they're probably sleeping. I think the time difference it's like 5 a.m. there.
Sure, right. Yes. Okay, well, yes, you let me know, and I'll be happy to get on the phone. Hey, this is Lü'mis's past guardian of sorts. Not really, I'm not his guardian. Hey, this is Lü'mis's therapist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lead with that.
Okay.
I guess you're kind of a guardian,
Of
in
sorts,
a sense.
yes.
Of sorts.
An elder.
An elder. Even though I'm, like, older than you.
You're way
by
older
a lot.
than me, yeah. By a lot, yeah. I put down that I'm your spiritual guardian, or, like, spiritual guide.
Where did you put that down?
Business card.
Yeah, right. Yeah, well, you, like, left, but I made some business cards while you were gone that said, Brother Mateo, spiritual guardian and guide.
That's great marketing for you.
Thank you. I don't know why I made them. I've always just wanted business cards, but I don't really need them because
Yeah, you kind of just, like, stay here, right?
I really don't leave, yeah. Anyways, Lü'mis, what?
It makes more sense if you made, like, a flyer that was elsewhere so people would come to you. The business card means you have to go to them.
See, this is why you're so wise. This is why you have years on me with some things. Anyways, Lü'mis, what? Are you tired? Do you need to get any sort of plant slurping in?
Yeah, I definitely need to do that. I'm not 100%. I guess all right now I have is time until the other two feel rested.
Very true. Well, and you know, if you need any sort of training, your training, your physical guide, if you will, Sister Angelina is here as well. So if you need to do any sort of brushing up on any sort of physical training, she is available.
I definitely need a lot of that. I clearly failed in the last battle, so kind of need to brush up a little here and there.
You head down to the garden, and I'll let her know that you're here and that you would definitely like to visit and train with her.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay, and let's just round this all out. How are you feeling about your friends? They seemed concerned for you.
Seemed. Yes. I'm taking it at face value.
Very good.
But
and if you were to see them right now, what, would you tell them anything in particular?
Glad they're here.
Okay.
And sorry.
Okay. Do you think that you would open up to them anymore? Do they know about your past, Lü'mis? Not your past. That was a lot for anyone to hear. But your, more recent past. Do they know any of that?
I've dropped things here and there. I haven't been super open about it. I don't like to make things about myself.
Sure. Well, maybe it's time to open up some more to them. That's also how one builds trust.
True. Do you offer group therapy?
Yeah, we could do some group therapy. Yeah, let's write that one down.
Becky, your face.
Yeah, sure. Okay, yeah. Why not?
D&D, baby.
I mean, I don't think we've really, the three of us, have truly opened up to each other, which makes sense. It's been like 2 months. Why would we?
Right. If you all wanted to, I would be happy to facilitate any sort of opening up and communication between the three of you. If all of this is really happening with a big dead god coming back and you're a general and all of these things, I mean, my first thought, I don't know these other two. I know you, Lü'mis, and I care for you, and I want to make sure that you're doing okay out there with all of this information. And if you three are destined to perhaps, I don't know, save the world or whatever, then it would be good if the people destined to save the world could talk better to each other.
You make points.
Okay. Why don't you go slurp some plants in the garden, Lü'mis, and
I will do that.
and I will start prepping for group therapy. Lü'mis, you head on down to the garden. Do you do anything else on your way down there?
I think on the way down, if there's like the little kids, say hi to them, high fives all around. If they want to join me in the meditation, I welcome them to it. But yeah, I guess for however long, I long rest to meditate in my garden.
Excellent. Yeah, you go over there. The kids stay for probably like 30 minutes before like falling asleep and then eventually like running away. We cut back to Emil and Ellis, who you all kind of like settled into your rooms down in the Court of Outlaws. Hide out here. Is there any? Do you all fall asleep? Do you know what's going on with the two of you?
I think Ellis begins his long rest. Probably gets 2 or 3 hours in, obviously resting, but like not sleeping. Feeling that like when you're just so exhausted and you finally hit the bed, and then your mind is just moving too fast. Feeling very frustrated that he can't go to sleep. Decides to get out of bed. He walks over to where the beers are. He pours 2 tankards, and he walks over to he assumes like Elizabeth's like office, and knocks on the door and goes, hey, I'd say you are you up, but you were up already. Are you busy?
No, come on in. Just sort of taking note of everything. She shuffles around some papers and like a notebook and shoves it to the side, sort of trying to like clean up the desk a little bit for you. Yeah, come in.
I place the mug of beer in front of her and sit in the chair like opposite her. And I go, how's your night going? Or yeah, how's your day?
We're staying busy, trying to get some scouting reports, seeing who all we can trust out there in the world. But overall, it's just business as usual, I suppose. Nothing too crazy, not compared to what you all are dealing with.
Oh, we all have our roles in this for sure. Man, I do not know if we did not. Let me just come clean, Elizabeth. I was very hesitant about ever joining this organization, but if we had it, boy howdy, you've been a great help. I'm really thankful to be here right now and not sleeping in the woods somewhere.
I understand that the court can sometimes be a hard sell. It's Court of Outlaws, name's right there, right? But we're before really anything else, we're a family of people who just kind of want to make sure that I'll speak for myself. I want to make sure the world still exists tomorrow. Can't steal from nothing,
Good point. Me and Emil really got into it after that fight. I'm surprised the both of us even made it the whole way here.
She like grabs the tankard and sort of like sits back, putting her feet up on the desk, and she's like, well, tell me all about it. I'd love to learn a little bit more about what you got riled up.
Yeah, a bit. It's just kind of you spend so much time with a person, and you kind of forget that it really hasn't been that long. And I think I was frustrated because it's just like that kind of slap in the face. It's just like you ever get too confident, you think you got everything under control, and then it all just kind of the other shoe drops, and it all kind of blows up in your face, and you realize that you're just not as prepared as you thought you were.
Yes, definitely. That's happened to me quite a few times. You don't become the leader of an outlaw organization without the shoe dropping a few times.
I can imagine so. But yeah, I mean, ultimately, we just got into a tiff. It'll be fine. I think we just got to get our priorities straight, realize like what we're doing, and just get the line of communication open. But honestly, I do not want to talk about me anymore tonight. Elizabeth, I feel like I know nothing about you. Obviously, you're one of the heads of the Court of Outlaws, but like, why are you here? Like, how'd you end up here?
Well, I've always sort of been some sort of a thief, I guess, ever since I was a kid, and parents. One died out at sea as a trader, so didn't know my father very well. And at some point, my mother got sick, and so then it was kind of having to fend for myself a bit. Sort of jumping onto caravans here or there, moving town to town. Eventually ended up here in Mistfall and was taken under the wing of the court here. And sort of grew into the family here, and realized that thievery and outlaws and all of that, it's to make ends meet, and it's to try and get your foot in the door of the world, I suppose. But it's also, I don't know, there's a certain energy about it, excitement, taking from the rich, giving back to the poor of some sort, that kind of thing. And I don't know, it's living outside of the law. It's living, I guess that's what, right? It's living. It's not having to worry about the politics of the cities. It's not having to deal with the laws of the cities. I say that, and now here I am intertwined with the politics of all of the cities. So yeah, it's been a journey to get to this point. But eventually I moved up from just being, some kid in this outlaw organization and gaining the trust of so many here. And I guess when you're charismatic, people tend to listen to you and tend to trust you in the town. People in Mistfall trust me to get a job done, so that goes a long way.
You think this is like a forever thing for you? You picture ever stepping away from something like this?
I don't know. It's been my whole life, really. And even the idiots who drink beer till 5 a.m., not like us, we start at 5 a.m., but the people, down in the tavern drinking, and those not in the inner circle, I guess, even them, I still consider them somewhat of family, estranged maybe, cousins, whatever, but it'd be hard to walk away. I will say I don't feel like I'm much of an outlaw anymore these days, more of a head of an organization.
Yeah, I mean, look at you, you're sitting behind a desk. This is not hitching the ride on caravans and stealing the apple from the farmers. Well, as someone who grew up with no siblings, who has been kind of wandering for quite a while, I will say it is nice to kind of have a home base for the first time in a while. And if I haven't said it, I want to say it now. Thank you, Elizabeth. I personally do not know where I'd be right now if I didn't have the Court of Outlaws and you.
I'm glad you joined us as well. I know it was perhaps heavy-handed and quick, but I don't know, the three of you have that something to you that makes you assets that we just kind of want in the organization, I guess, for starters.
And I commend you forcing our hand as well as you did. I finish like the last bit of my beer, and I take hers if it's empty as well.
Yeah.
And I say, I think I can finally feel the tiredness coming on. Thanks for talking to me. I really needed this.
Yeah, any time for you, and I'm glad that you're safe. And it seems like you really take care of the other two, so keep doing that.
Shit, dog, I'm gonna try my best. And I get up and I start walking out of the room. And before I exit the room, I will turn around and I will say, so we're probably going across the continent tomorrow. And then by the time we come back, we're probably, I don't know, go straight to fucking Theron Hill, or, kill Granic Valum and stop a dead god. And I probably won't have, will likely die along the way. If for some stroke of luck we make it to the end of this, no problem. Would you like to have dinner sometime?
I would like that a lot, yeah.
Sick. Awesome. Cool. Awesome. Sweet. And I just kind of say that as I'm like backing out of the room. Awesome. Cool. Good night. Thank you. Bye. And
Oh, Ellis, wait.
What? Oh God, what? You can say no. It's fine.
Yeah, she I guess you probably got down the hallway a little bit, and she kind of runs to the doorway and calls out to you. Ellis, yeah, tell your friends to stop trying to set Dev Lassir on me, okay?
Hey, you don't have to ask me twice, fool. Fuck that dork. And as I turn around and walk back to my room, I'm just humming. I'm just like, you can't tell by the way I look, my walk.
It's like the Spider-Man where he's just finger
guns. Spider-Man 3, yeah.
You see Ellis pull his hair down into the emo haircut. But no, yeah, Ellis will just go back to his room and feeling a sense of kind of newfound purpose, I guess, and relief. Like he's got it. He can't die. he's got a date. He cuddles up in bed and falls asleep.
All right. Is there anything that you want to do, Emil?
This room that I'm in, is there you know how in video games there's always a wardrobe in a bedroom and it has a random set of just peasant clothes in it?
Wow, there so happens to be just that here. Yeah. Classic. It's a classic Skyrim room. Okay. So.
Exactly. He gets into this room, and he takes his suit off, as observing the damage and thinking about how to repair it, and then starts to hang it up, and then takes a good look at it, and instead just sets it, just throws it on the floor, and he'll change into some of these just NPC clothes. Just the most basic Ren Fair-esque outfit you can find, poet shirt, whatever, and just kind of marvels at the comfort of it for a second. And he sits on the foot of the bed, and he takes off his nice shoes that he was wearing because they were going to check in at the Squirrel's Folly, and he wanted to look presentable when he checked into this hotel. And he kind of stretches his feet out. And then he closes his eyes, and he kind of just starts whispering, talking to himself. He says, "Oh God, I don't know how to do this. Syloria? Are you there? Are you there, Syloria? It's me, Emil. God, what the hell? I'm looking at this closet here in the base of the Court of Outlaws, An hour or so ago, I died in the woods, and I was brought back by you, I think. Was it Helena? It doesn't matter. Anyway, there's this spot in my closet at home, and this spot has kind of moved over time. It's kind of shifted more heavily towards suits and less just like regular clothes. You know, it's like where work meets home. It's where prim and proper has met comfy. It's where tailored and buttoned has met, you know, that shirt, that like overworn shirt that just brings you comfort. I have less and less of those over time. I'm starting to think surely there is a place that this dichotomy is non-existent, where my shirts and suits aren't the majority of my closet, where I can pull at random from the shit show that my life has become and find something comfortable and natural. Are you here? Did that diamond that melted away do something to my balance? Are you more than just like this faraway name for me now? Can I really stop separating suits and t-shirts and just be comfortable? When I was told that you were the god of nature and bounty, I think I failed to see that included me. Are you with me, Syloria?
Roll a religion check.
It's 16.
As you sit here at the foot of the bed, your shoes kind of taken off, your feet sort of like touching the ground. It's like dirt ground here in this cave, and you can like really feel that like subconsciously your feet were perhaps like digging in like a little deeper, as you're kind of reaching out to Syloria to try and get some sort of answer. And like deep within like your feet, where like, you know, the bark is even like starting to like grow all over your feet now, and like you sometimes feel like you can really like dig your feet in as if roots, like you can feel almost like a warmth like radiate through the dirt into your feet, as if like a sign of like something is listening to you.
Thank you so much. I'm not gonna waste this. Man, what do I do now? Emil will just kind of like awkwardly like stay there for as long as that sensation lasts, allow his feet and legs to root into the floor, and he has this picture that Nanoxus had put in his head of becoming a tree in front of his family, and he kind of like fights that off, and he just lets himself root into the ground for a second and feel what that's like, and falls asleep in the comfort of being rooted to the ground.
We end with Helena stumbling down the hallway, a light way after all, but you could hear, just as the two of you are like closing your eyes, her cheering out like, "I saved someone today! How wonderful is that?" And you hear her kind of like bang on her, "I saved someone today from death! Incredible! Absolutely incredible! Where is my bed?" And you just hear her just shouting, like going down this tunnel. And that's where we will end tonight.
Hell yeah!
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad she got to cut a rug a little bit tonight.
A little
She
bit.
earned it.
Not lose.
Damn.
She had a beer.
For all those whiffs she had at the beginning of us knowing her, now it's just home run.
Well, she
Great.
still didn't hit very hard in that last fight, but she did save you, so that, you know, that counts for something.
I'll take it.
Welcome to the real world. You know,
Yeah.
that's what she said to me.
Yeah, your batting average is what? What's the average batting average or whatever? Why am I bringing
real
that up?
baseball?
It doesn't matter.
Let's not talk about baseball.
Hey, this could get dicey.
Ba-boom.
Let's go.
Hi everyone, thank you so much for listening to this episode of This Could Get Dicey. If you like what you hear, tell a friend, share it online. It's helpful. Follow us on TikTok or Instagram at TCGD Pod. We're also on Threads, I guess, now too. We got a website. We got a Patreon. We're everywhere. We're inside your ears right now. And you can hear our next episode, which comes out on October 9th.